The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 34. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. He crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
He's going to go up top again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A handoff, running left, Henry. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it. And now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely looking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bears 14, Chargers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Henry again on second down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Inside handoff, Henry. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Hardman on the return.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, here's Henry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here's Trenton Gill now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here's Hardman to return. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Herbert off of play action.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Hopkins with the extra point. That'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
To throw, Fields.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass loss on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up second and 8 at that 8-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 8 yards to go on second down. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. It's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Complete. It's Henry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA! Mecole Hardman, 56 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman, 26 yards. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hopkins with the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try to finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in the...
Trying to force it to Allen, and
it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. One last throw here for Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. His time has run out of this ball game.
Well, this was a fun...
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just